This is still a guess situation. Boom. Okay, guess. Guess. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is it so hard to click anywhere that's not friggin' a bomb? Hey! Alright, finally, we're off. Okay. That has to be one. That has to be one. Now don't go and rush and blow yourself up. Okay, so that is clear. That is clear, that is clear. That must be one. Has to be, there's no other explanation. That must be, which means that's clear. That must be, which means that must be, which means that's clear and that's clear. That must be, that must be. That has got one there, so that's clear. That must be 2, so that must be. That has 2 already, so that must be clear. That has 2 already, so that must be clear. That has its 1, so that and that are good. That must be. That has its 1, so that is clear. That needs 2, so that must be. That's got its 1, so that's clear. That's got its 1, so that's clear. That's clear. That's clear. This has its 2, so that's clear, and that's clear. 2, 1 is there, so the other one must be there. 4, so must be those. That now has 2, which means that is clear, and that is clear, and that is clear, and that needs 3. 1, 2, 3. That has its 2, so this is clear, and this is clear, and this is clear. Oh yes. That has 1, that has 1. You started playing as well? I'm not racing. There is no time condition in this challenge. I just have to beat this. Okay. 3. If this was 1, it can't be, because this needs to be 1. So it must be here. That can't be 1. Could it just be there? No, because it needs 3. So this must be 1 in the middle here. Right? If this is 1, that has to be empty, and that has to be empty, which it can't be. If this was 1, this must be empty, and this must be empty, which it can't be, so it has to be there. Okay, 1. That has its 1, which means that's all good. That has its 1, so that's good. That has its 1, so that's good. This must be. Biggest fear is a misclick, right? You left click when you mean to right click, and game over. Okay, it has its 1, so this is clear. This needs to have 2, so this must be 1. And therefore this must be 1, and therefore this is good. That has its 2, so clear, clear, clear. That has its 2, so clear. This needs 1. So 1, 2, 3, so this is clear. This needs 2, so that must be 1. That has its 2, so this is clear. Okay. This has its 1, so clear, clear. That must be 1. This has its 1, so clear, clear, clear. That has its 1, so clear, 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 clear. That has its 1, clear. That must be 1. Clear. This needs 2, so that must be 1, which means this is fine. That's got 4, so clear and clear. That's got 1. So clear, 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 clear. This needs 2, it has 2, so clear. Okay, this must be 1, so it must be there. That has 2. That has its 1, so it's clear. This has its 1, so this is clear. Okay, 2, there is 1 there, so the other one must be there. This needs 3, it's got 2, so the other one must be there. That's now got 3, so this must be safe. This needs 4, it's got 3, so the other one must be there. This needs 2, and it's got them. Okay, it's got its 1. This needs 2, so this must be 1. This needs 3, does not help. That has 2. So clear, clear, clear. That has 1, so clear. That has 1, so clear. That does not, so that must be 1. That only has 1, so that must be 1, which means that is clear. Which means that is clear. This one needs 2, which means that must be 1. That's got 3, so that's clear. That's got 2, so every square around there is good. This needs 2. That's got its 1. That's got its 1. That does not have 1, so that must be 1. Okay, this needs 3, so all of these must be 1. That now has all 3. So that's clear. That needs 1 more, which means it must be there. That's got its 1, clear. That's got its 2, clear, clear, clear. Flag. This needs to have 3, so that must be there. That means it's got all 4, so clear. 5, geez. Okay, that's got its 1, clear. That has its 2, clear. This must have 3, so 1 there. That has its 2, so clear. This needs another 1, which must be there. This has 3, so this must be clear. Also, this has 2. That must be clear. This has 2, so that and that are clear. That has 1, so that And that are clear. That has 2, so that's clear. Three, okay, 2 flags there. Third one there. Which means this has it, which means this is clear. Which means this needs to be 1. Which means that's got both of them, so clear, clear, clear. That has 1, so clear, clear, clear. That has its 1, so this is clear. Clear. God, it really is a like, how long can you sustain concentration without losing it? That must be 1. Therefore, this is clear. This needs to have 2, so that must be 1, which means it's got what it needs. This must be empty. This one needs to be 1. That has 2, so clear, clear, clear. That's got its 1, so clear, clear. This needs 2, it has them, so clear. This needs 4, so that must be 1. This needs 1, so that must be 1. That's got its 2, so clear. That's got its 2, so clear. 5. um, 2, so that must be 1. That's got 3, so that's clear. 1, 2, 3. I'm worried as we get into this corner, we're going to get again into a situation where I've got to guess. That should mean that if you're careful, according to these rules, then that should mean that if you're careful and you have the patience, you should always be able to win this, right? Because, yeah, because normally the only time you can lose Minesweeper is by taking a guess when you have to. I wonder if I got the rules right for this. I wonder if you're only allowed 1 attempt, even with guessing. Anyway. I guess it's still possible to lose. Yeah, you can just lose concentration. That is true. Okay. And you could also lose the will to live as well. Like if you just end up in a situation where you've got a guess and you guess wrong, it's like, oh God, do I want to start from the beginning again and maybe have the same thing happen again? Like, can I face that? Okay, 2. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's still possible. It is definitely still possible. For sure. That's got its 1. Okay, this has its 1, which means that, and that are all good. That's got its 1, that's good. This does not have 1, so that must be, which means this is clear. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has its 2, so this is clear. This has its 2, so this is clear. Oh, please don't let me end up in a situation where I've got to guess. Two, so only one of these can be. Only one of these can be, and it must be one of these for the bottom one. Which means this is safe. Because if this had a flag in it, then the 2 below will be cleared. Yeah, so that's safe. 2, 3. So only one of these has a flag in it. Oh no. I feel like we're getting into guessing territory here. Two, 3, 4. Yeah, only one of these. If it was here, then that would have to be empty. And that would have a flag. If there was a flag there, that would have to be empty. And the flag would be there. It could be either. Oh no. Oh no. I'm never taking the Minecraft challenge again. Only one of these can have one. We don't have any more information. Unless we complete all of this and then we can see how many bombs are left. And then we might be able to say, oh, it's safe to go in there. Oh god, so I think I've got to keep going over here, which is a bit. Oh, 3. Although, are we in a bad place here as well? 1. So only one of these can have one in it. If it's there, no, it can't be there. If you're about to say guess, no. Like, we could be really lucky, right? Like, there could be, I don't know, you know, one here, one here, one here, and this could be the last 3, and then all this could be empty. Okay, well, don't tell me. And go back over here. So, if there's a flag here, there can't be a flag there. Or there, which means there's only one there, which doesn't work. So the flag cannot be there, so that must be safe. Therefore, it must be there. Which means that's got its 1, so that's clear. 2 flags, that's there. That's got its 1, so clear and clear. Jeez. 2. It needs 2, so that must be. Then it's got its 3, so that's clear. That's got its 2, so that, and that are all good. This needs 4, which means that must be 1. Which means that has its 3 already, so this is clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, it's got it. So that's got the 2, so there and there are clear. This needs 2, so that must be 1. This needs 3, so that must be 1. Only one of these. Well, we know that. Only one of these three can have something in it. Only one of those three can have something in it. That doesn't help. Ah, that is clear. Clear, clear. That needs to have one, which means that is clear. Clear, 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 clear. That has got its one, so clear, clear, clear. Okay. It's my heart jump when it expands out a section. I don't like this up here. Making me nervous. Okay. So two, so one of these only. It was that one, then that one, no. One of these three only? Yeah. Only one of these three can have one. Only one of those three can have one because of this middle two and this flag here. But we know it must be one of those two, which means this is good. If the flag was there, that means these two couldn't have one. Which would not work for that 4. So that means that's good. And the flag is there. So only one of these three can have one. But it needs to be one of the top two, which I think means this is clear. It must be one of the top two so that that 3 works. So that's clear. God. Okay, this needs 3, so that must be 1. Which means that's got its 1, so that, and that are all good. This needs to be 1. That's got its 1, so that's clear. Only one of these 3 can have 1 because of this. But it must be one of these 2 so that the 3 and the 4 are satisfied, which must mean this is clear. That's got its 2, so that's clear. This needs 2, so that must be a flag. That means that's clear. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got its 2, so that's clear. This needs 2, so the flag must go here, which means this is clear. Oh my god. Definitely. One, two, three, four. So only one of these can have one. Oh my god. No, please don't make me have to guess. Only one of these can have one. Okay, so let's say that that has one. What does that mean? That means that would be empty. We've already got a flag here, so only one of these can have one. Oh my god. This would need 3, so then this would need 1, but that's not right. So what if that was the one that had it? Then those two would have to be empty. Yeah. Which means that would need to have one, which it can't. That is feeling wrong. Yeah. One of these has to have one. If it's there, that's empty. And that's empty. That has to be empty. Those 3 would be empty, so that does not work. If it was there, that would be empty, that would be empty, and this still doesn't have 3. So I think this is good, which means there's 1 there so that this can get its 5. It means this needs to have 1 so this can get its 3. If that is 1, and this has 2, and these are both blank, that has 3, that has 3, that has 1. Yeah, that works, right? No, I mean, don't tell me. But I think that works. Let's check all the numbers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2. Yeah. Hang on. That would mean this has to be empty, and this has to be empty, and this has to be empty. Oh my god. No! Oh god. I didn't analyze the other possibility, did I?